Secretary, please call the roll. Trustee Jenkins.
Present.
Trustee May.
Present.
Trustee O'Malley.
Here.
Trustee Simler.
Here.
Trustee Suggs. We have a quorum and I call the meeting to order. Minutes for the April 11th, 2025 Academic Affairs Committee meeting were circulated in advance. Are there any corrections or additions to the minute? No corrections, hearing none, I move to approve the minutes as written. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. Your meeting materials included a proposal to terminate the executive certificate in healthcare administration. I recognize Dr. Maria Cronley, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to present further information.
Sure. Good morning. Thank you, Trustee May. We have a lot of action items today, so I'm going to try to move as quickly as I can. We at Austin P are consistently reviewing our program offerings, trying to ensure that we're aligning with student and workforce demands. We also review to ensure ongoing viability of programs for our fiscal sustainability and making sure our catalog of options is up to date and reflective of how we really want to use our resources. So we're bringing two programs to you today for closure. The one that Trustee May has mentioned is the Executive Graduate Certificate in Healthcare Administration. This program was brought on just before our Master's in Healthcare Administration really began to flourish, and thus it's really never had significant enrollment. And as the students that really want this credential are seeking graduate level training in the degree program. So as with moves, our program offerings to make them up to date with student demand, and I will be happy to address any questions that you have.
I guess one, and it goes for both of the terminations, and you kind of addressed it at the beginning that you're constantly looking at these programs, and I imagine that there's a watch list as participation in some of these certificates decreases. Then, so is this kind of an annual thing that, or are we kind of done with having to eliminate certificate-related programs?
Well, I think if you recall, we do this on an ongoing basis. So we actually have certificates that come on regularly, and then we'll try to, it's sort of entrepreneurial. We're trying to launch a program, see if there's demand for it. Even though we may think there's demand, sometimes degrees or student demand shift. And then if there's not sufficient enrollment, then we'll go ahead and eliminate it. You asked if there's a watch list. The state does keep a quote unquote watch list for low enrolled programs, and we have to work with the THEC to make explanation as to why those are low enrolled and how we're addressing that. But our certificate programs, we sort of watch just ourselves, and we try to watch all of our minors, majors, and certificate programs ourselves. So really the departments do a great job of sort of monitoring those.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Do I hear a motion to approve the termination of the Executive Certificate in Healthcare Administration?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the termination of the Executive Certificate in Healthcare Administration. I think Dr. Plum has answered questions that we might have had, and hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Second certificate being proposal to terminate is the TESOL certificate. Dr. Cronley?
Sure. So this certificate is officially called Teaching English to Speakers of Other Language, or as Trustee May said, TESOL. While the graduate level counterpart to this program attracts lots of students every year, the undergraduate certificate, which is what this is, has seen little enrollment in recent years. Though we do seek to terminate this undergraduate certificate program, options for pursuing TESOL training within other baccalaureate programs, either as a minor or through upper division elective courses, are still available to undergraduate students. And again, this is in an attempt to bring our student demand and resource allocation up to date.
Thank you, Dr. Cronley. Any discussion? Do I hear a motion to approve the termination of the undergraduate TESOL certificate?
So moved.
It's moved and seconded to approve the termination of the undergraduate TESOL certificate. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. Next up is your materials included, a proposal to launch a new Master of Education in TESOL.
Exactly. So, again, thank you, Trustee May. You heard the acronym TESOL, at which point I noted our graduate certificate was consistently attracting students. We're currently offering a concentration in the Masters of Arts in Teaching in TESOL, which we now, because of demand, are wanting to stand up as its own degree program. So this will move to better solidify the program's identity and ensure that its graduates leave with a credential that best reflects their experience. I also believe that the move will make the program more marketable to students. And this modification will make the MAED and TESOL the first of its kind among public institutions in the state. So that's great for us. We always like to be first. No new faculty or resources are needed for this modification. Many of these courses already exist. So I'll be happy to answer any other questions you might have.
Do I hear a motion to approve the new Master of Education in TESOL?
So moved.
Second.
It's moved and seconded to approve the development of a Master of Education in TESOL. Dr. Cron will answer any questions that you may have. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries. Your material included a proposal to launch a new Master of Athletic Training program. I recognize Dr. Cron to present further information.
Thank you, Trustee May. The Department of Health and Human Performances proposes to launch a Master of Athletic Training, which, if approved, will enroll its inaugural cohort in the fall of 2027. This program aligns with the university's strategic goals aimed at serving our community needs. Local high schools, our own APSU athletics department, and partners at places such as Fort Campbell and the Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance have all provided letters of support for this program, which will help fill a growing need in our region for qualified athletic trainers. I imagine Gerald Harrison might be the most excited about this potential program, as we could create a homegrown pipeline for athletic trainers at APSU. I think our incoming new provost will also be excited about that, since athletic training is his area of discipline. A Hanover Research Feasibility Study designated the MAT program as a high growth program and noted that APSU is poised regionally to attract students and send graduates forward into a very healthy job market. We anticipate drawing students from our own undergraduate program in kinesiology and health and human performance. The cohort size will be about 10 students a year, which is in line with the national cohort average and other regional schools in Tennessee. Through this high quality instruction and hands-on clinical experience, we anticipate this quickly becoming a core graduate program at APSU. We will seek accreditation with the Commission on Accreditation of Athletic Training and Education, or CATE as it is called, upon approval. If approved, we will begin the search for an inaugural director of the program. And in fact, we're already kind of scouting potential directors. Later, additional faculty will be provided as the program grows. As always, I'm happy to answer questions.
Dr. Cron. Do I hear a motion to approve the new Master of Athletic Training program?
Motion. Second.
It's moved and seconded to approve the development of a Master of Athletic Training program. And Dr. Cron will answer any questions that you may have.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
Gerald, is there a great need generally for?
Huge need.
Huge need.
It's one of the hardest positions that we have to recruit to. High demand. It's a huge field, and the starting salaries are growing. So we can grow them at home. It would help us compete.
Good. Can we start in fall of 26?
That would be great. I think the issue for us is the accreditation piece. And so Kate has a very, because this is a very medically health-oriented profession, there's strict accreditation. And so I think we could potentially launch earlier if we feel we're ready, but Kate is going to require a very robust review of curriculum, and that's probably going to take a little bit of time. I hope and anticipate after hopefully the board's approval today, that THUC will move quickly to approve this program at its first meeting in the fall.
Thank you, Dr. Cronley. Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Your meeting materials include a proposal to launch a new Master of Science in Environmental Science. I recognize Dr. Cronley once again.
You're trusting me. The final new program we're bringing to you today is the Master of Science in Environmental Science. The Department of Earth and Environmental Sciences is very excited to put this proposal forward as a truly interdisciplinary graduate program. It's really one of our first interdisciplinary graduate programs we've seen. Departments in 3 different colleges, STEM, Arts and Letters, and Behavioral and Health Sciences, will collaborate through coursework to prepare students for advanced careers in environmental science and conservation. A commission feasibility study by Hanover revealed this to be a field with increasing student and labor market demand. The nearest program is over 100 miles away, and positioning APSU as a prime target for students seeking this advanced degree. We anticipate attracting students from a variety of our own undergraduate programs like geosciences, agriculture, and chemistry. Furthermore, the attractiveness of our program to external students is great, given the visibility and the great work that's already being done by the Southern Grasslands Initiative and our own Center of Excellence in Field Biology. So it's very synergistic to our other outstanding signature programs. Much of the curriculum in this program is already offered in other existing programs, and the faculty and staff that would support the MS in Environmental Science are already in place. If approved, the program will begin enrolling students in fall of 26. An initial cohort of more than 10 or more students is expected. I could see this growing to a more medium sized or a little bit larger graduate program. Happy to address any questions.
Do I hear a motion to grant? No, sorry. Do I hear a motion to approve the new Master of Science in Environmental Science?
Second.
It is moved and seconded to approve the development of a Master of Science in Environmental Science. Dr. Cronley will answer any questions that you may have.
That's exciting too, and it's especially, I guess, financially, it's great when we don't have to add staff to accommodate a new program. So that's very efficient too.
Hearing no further discussion, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Your meeting materials include a proposal to grant tenure upon appointment for Dr. Mitchell Cordova, incoming provost and vice president for academic affairs. I recognize Dr. Cronley for further information.
Thank you, Trustee May. It's a very common practice at APSU and other institutions of higher education to offer tenure upon appointment to incoming academic administrators who've earned tenure earlier in their academic career at other institutions. You approved such tenure for Dr. Licari and for myself when I was hired, and a handful of others in the past. Today, we bring you 2 such recommendations. First, from the Department of Health and Human Performance and the College of Behavioral Health Sciences, they support the request for tenure upon appointment for Dr. Mitchell Cordova, who will join the university as provost and vice president for academic affairs on July 1st, 2025. Dr. Cordova meets the criteria for tenure in his academic department and rank, and the president and I support this recommendation, which now needs your approval. So I'd be happy to address any questions that you may have.
Dr. Cronley, do I hear a motion to grant tenure upon appointment for Dr. Cordova?
Motion. Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve tenure upon appointment to Dr. Mitchell Cordova. Dr. Cronley will answer any questions you may have. Hearing no further discussion, those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries. Meeting materials also include a proposal to grant tenure upon appointment for Dr. Philip Mongan, incoming chair in the Department of Social Work. I recognize Dr. Crowley for further discussion.
Now to our second request for tenure upon appointment. Faculty from the Department of Social Work and the College of Behavioral Health Sciences support the request for tenure upon appointment for Dr. Philip Mongan, who will join the university as department chair for the Department of Social Work on August 1st, 2025. Dr. Mongan meets the criteria for tenure in his academic department. The president and I support this recommendation, which now needs your approval.
Dr. Crowley. Do I hear a motion to grant tenure upon appointment for Dr. Mongan?
So moved.
Second.
It is moved and seconded to approve tenure upon appointment to Dr. Mongan. Dr. Crowley will answer any questions that you may have. There's no discussion. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion carries. This concludes our agenda, and I move that the meeting adjourn.
So moved. Second. Third.
It's moved and seconded that the meeting adjourn. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no.